Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to reading class. Today we are going to be looking at some new spelling words. These are words that we commonly misspell. So these are difficult spelling words. So we compiled a list and we're going to go through them right now. Judith, you want to say hi? Say hi, Judith. Hi, yeah. All right, so we'll get started. Okay, so all right, so our first words are there, and there. And you can see there are three different types of there. So remember, the word here is in the word there. If you answer the question where, you should use the spelling there. And you can see that you have here, and then you add a T, you add an H, okay? So that's like a place. Here, there, where. All right, so here are some examples. My book is right there. So that's telling you where it is. There are your friends, and I want to sit over there. Next we have there showing possession. They didn't do their homework. So there is as it actually it belongs to them. The students lost their headphones. It belongs to them. And then the boys say the money is theirs. Okay, so big difference. The first one was, let me get this here. The first one was a place. Okay, so here, where, there. That's the E-R-E. This one is it belongs to them. So, and a good way to remember that is there's an I in there. So I own it. Okay, so it shows possession. And then the next one is there. It's a contraction of they are. They're about to have a party. They are about to have a party. So if you can say the two words they are, then you know that it's there with an apostrophe R-E. He says they're being too loud. He says they are being too loud. Do you know what they're talking about? Do you know what they are talking about? Our next is your and your. So there's a lot going on here, okay? So the your, if you look up top, there's an apostrophe R-E, just like when we were talking about there, they are. This is you are, your. So if you look over here in the green, we're going to go straight down here. Your that we're looking at first is a contraction. Your is you are. And you can see it right here. You're intelligent. You are intelligent. This is your plus an adjective. Okay, so here's the your, and there's our adjective. You're tall. You are tall. You're busy today. You are busy today. Oops, sorry. Then it has your plus a verb. It's an action. So this one is you're learning English. Learning is the verb. You are learning English. You're reading this chart. You are reading this chart. Reading is the verb. Your is the contraction of you are. Now we're going to go over to just your, you with an R. This is a possessive adjective. It refers to something that a person has or owns. So this book is your book. It belongs to you. So this is the your where it belongs. It's possessive. It's describing what you own. You own this book. The book belongs to you. Now here's a noun. Your mother. So it's describing that your mother belongs to you. That's your mother. It's not your neighbor's mother. It's not your best friend's mother. It's your mother. Your mother is tall. Your friends are here. Okay? Whose friends? Your friends. There is never an S at the end of your when it's followed by a noun. So you can see right here, it's your book. That book belongs to you. Your books. The books can be plural, but you would never put an S on your. So you would not say yours books. That is not correct. Your never has an S on it. Our next two words are its and its. All right, so our first one, we're going to look at the green first. It's very important to follow which its we're talking about. So this one is the contraction. You can see an apostrophe and an S. So whenever you see a contraction, you know they've taken some words out of a second word. A contraction is two words put together. They take some of the letters out and they replace it with an apostrophe. So it's a contraction. It has two meanings. It is, so it's, or it has its. Okay? So with it is, they took out the I. When it's it has, they took out the H and the A and added the apostrophe. So down below, they've given you an example of the green, which is a contraction. It's. The dog is lazy and it's hungry. So if you look right below, they've taken the its and they've replaced it with the word it is, which is how you tell if it's a contraction. The dog is lazy and it is hungry. So now we're going to go over to the other side where it's kind of the peach color and the word is its. But this is a possessive adjective, okay? Just like we were talking about your is possessive, its is possessive. Its is a possessive adjective. My ball, your ball, its ball. So if I was talking about Judith over here and I said its ball rolled under the desk, I would be saying that that ball belonged to Judith. Okay? So it shows possession. All right? So if you look down below at the example, the dog is eating its food. The food belongs to the dog. Okay? So it is eating its food. It's eating its food. If you look at its, it is eating its food. You have two different its. So this last sentence right here, they've taken the contraction and they said it is eating and made it it's eating its food. And there's the possessive its because the food belongs to it. It's been raining for 2 hours. The rain isn't belonging to anybody. It is. It has been raining, okay? So this one, they took the, I hope you can see that without my little thing getting in the way. It's been raining for 2 hours. That's where you use the it has. It has been raining for 2 hours. Get to the next slide. All right. Through and through. Through means in one side and out the other. And then another through is the past tense of the verb throw. Okay, so throw me the ball, I threw the ball. Okay, or I could walk through a doorway. So let's look at those a little bit more. All right, so we have through versus through. So let's go to the one side where it's T-H-R-E-W. So through and through can be tricky, and using the wrong word can alter the meaning of your sentence and confuse people when you're talking to them, or if you write a story, your readers. So the first through with the little girl is, through is the simple past tense of throw. It means to hurl or cast something. And I just, like if I throw a ball to you right now, a couple seconds later, you would be the past tense of throw, and it would be I threw the ball to you. And then you have T-H-R-O-U-G-H, through. Through is generally used as a preposition. It means to get from one end or side and go out the other, to travel across. So if you go through a tunnel, you go through the tunnel. You would drive from one side or end of the mountain through the tunnel and come out the other side. All right, another is through and through. So there you can see a cat went through the flap and they threw the ball. Two people throwing a ball here. They threw it, which is the past tense of throw, and through, I'm going through the cat flap. All right, when to use where and were. So where, to refer to a point of reference, which is a preposition from in the sentence. Where did that dress come from? So you want to tell somebody where it came from. That would be the place. And then were is used to describe something that happened in the past. What were you doing yesterday? Okay, they're very separate, but just look at the spelling. One, you add an H, but that makes sense because we talked about if you look right here, if you took that W, H-E-R-E, and you put a T, that would be there. Where? There. So that's how you remember this is a place. It's where is it from? Whereas this is were, it's W-E-R-E. Like what were you doing? We're not talking about a place. So think of there when you think of where and you're spelling it, and then were does not have the H. And here we go. The past tense of are, were. My brothers were first. So you're taking are, my brothers are first. That would be happening right now. If it happens in the past, it would be my brothers were first. We were last. We were here last time. Were you going to? The dogs were barking. So the dogs are barking. That's happening right now. So the past tense of are is were. The dogs were barking. There were two of them. They were not sure. They are not sure. If you're not sure of something, it's happening right now. But they were not sure. That could have happened yesterday or last week. The ships were sailing. We were happy too. Were you unsure? Were you at school? Who were you with? Why were you late? Okay, were. No H here. Okay, the H is saved for where. It's right there. So remember, you can replace this W with a T, and they're still talking about a location, a place. Okay, so where and there. And then if you take away the W, it's here. Not there. Where? Here. And you can see H-E-R-E for a location. Go where you like. Sit where I can see you. Where am I? Where are my toys? Where are you going? Where can I find it? Where did you find it? Where do you live? Where is it? Where's my pencil? Where is this going? Where shall we go? And where was I? All right, hopefully you get the wheres. All right, so now we're on are versus are. Okay, so we have are is a verb, and it is the form of the verb to be, indicating a state of being. So you are such wonderful students. That's how you are. That's your state of being right now. You are wonderful students. They are teachers for Shaler Area School. And then our, so if it's our, it's showing possession, okay? It's a possessive pronoun, means belonging to us. Hey, don't throw that away. That's our project for our school, okay? So it's belonging. Whereas the A-R-E, that means like you are. That's a state of being, okay? So it's very different. So the word our is a pronoun used to indicate that something belongs to the speaker or more than one person. So like this is our dog Judith, okay? Our school holiday is 2 weeks long. Would you like to come over to our house? That shows possession. The next one is our. So the word are is the present tense of the verb to be. So you are very good at spelling. You are, that's happening. That's the state of being that you are right now. We are very good at spelling. You are both very good at spelling. They are very good at spelling. Okay? So it's the present tense of the verb. Okay? And it's how you are, it's the verb of being right now. I know that's tricky, but just look at the spelling. Our, O-U-R, belongs to somebody. Are is the state of being. All right, so we're going to go to because. Your favorite word, because. Why? Because. So if you look at because, you see the word cause. Do you see the word cause? So you have be and then cause. And we've been doing cause and effect. And we've been talking about the word because a lot. So this says match the sentences with the answers. All right, so it says, why are you late? Well, because, B-E-C-A-U-S-E, and you can see the word use at the end. You see use at the end? So it's because. Let's see, why were you late? Why were you late? Is it because you don't like dogs? Because I missed the bus? I would say because you missed the bus. Why did you tell her our secret? Why would you tell somebody a secret? Was it because she's your friend? Why did you get a cat? Why would you get a cat? Because I don't like dogs. Judith just looked at me when I said that. Why is he so happy? Oh, there she is. She just bit the pillow because she's mad because I said I don't like dogs. All right. Why did you buy a new computer? Well, that would be because my old one hasn't got a webcam. Why are you taking a sweater? Well, that would be because, can you see it? I think it's right here because it's going to be cold outside. Why is he so angry? Because his football team didn't win. Okay, so I think you get because. Remember, you see the word be and you see the word cause. You can also see the word use. Okay, so B-E-C-A-U-S-E, because. All right, this is kind of cool. So for different, I thought I would find some things that have different words but same meaning. Okay, so this is the American versus the British language. So we have 15 different words with the same meaning. All right, so different means partly or totally unlike in nature, form, or quality. So we're going to look at 2 words that mean the same thing but are totally different words. Okay, we have the American word and we have the British word, which is kind of cool. All right, so we have for an apartment, this would be the American, what you would say in America, and then you have what you would say in Britain. You would call your apartment your flat. Candy, so in America you would say candy, but if you went over to Britain and you went into a candy store, they would call it sweets. Cookies, we call them cookies in America. They call them biscuits. We have biscuits in America, but they're kind of like a doughy bread. So cookies and biscuits are very different in America, but if you went to England or Britain, you would call them biscuits. All right, curtains are called drapes, An elevator is called a lift. A faucet would be called a tap. Okay, same words, but they are different. See how they mean the same, a faucet, but it's different. You'd call it a tap. So differ, they're different. So differ. Highway would be a motorway. A hood would be a bonnet. I think a ladybug is called a ladybird, which is interesting. A stove is called a cooker. Makes sense that you would call it a cooker. A subway is underground. It's weird why wouldn't we have just kept it called an underground? Because it is underground. Why did we change it to subway? Interesting. Food for thought. All right, truck is called a lorry. The trunk is called the boot, and a vacation is a holiday. So there are American, those are the words we say in America versus what people say in Britain, and they are different, but they mean the same thing. So cool. All right, first. So we have a lot of trouble remembering how to spell the word first. It's I-R. Okay, so there's a lot of different letters put together that make the sound. And we know E-R and I-R and U-R definitely make the sound. So when you spell first, okay, it's I-R. So I was the first place winner of the turtle race. I could win a turtle race. So I-R, okay, F-I-R-S-T, fur, okay, fur, and then you put on your S-T. Next is no. Okay, so we know that there are lots of different ways to spell no. We know that it's like, I know something, and then no, as in your parents say, no way, N-O. So you see N-O right in the word know, but this is like, I know, I have knowledge, okay, K-N-O-W, knowledge. So this is the beginning of knowledge. So I wrote, I know to be smart. I know to say please and say thank you. I know to make friends and be thoughtful. I know to arrive on time, be prepared, and ready to learn. I know to respect yourself and to respect others. And I know to try your very best every time. Know, K-N-O-W. All right, so this one is, your word that you're looking at is they. Okay, so they is plural. And if you look up here, here's singular. You and I, he and she. And when you put them together, those singulars, you have they. They, the he and she put together. They, the you and I put together. Okay, so when you're talking about other people, okay, they. See these people here, you and I? We are pointing to he and she. We would be talking about they. So I've highlighted they. So you have, like I could say, they are going to the store later. They are headed out to the park to get some exercise. So I can talk about they. T-H-E-Y. Some of you put A-Y right here, and I know you hear the A, they, but that's the trick. You have to do E-Y. All right, our next word is beautiful. Beautiful is tricky because it has 1, 2, 3 vowels in a row. Beautiful likes to extend itself out because it's so beautiful. So they add all those vowels, okay? Beauty. So beautiful is B-E-A-U, T-I, and then full. Beautiful. They drop beauty, they drop the Y and add I, and then F-U-L. Beauty to beautiful. having qualities of beauty. So you can see the Y here, and they drop the Y and add the I, and then the full. And it's generally pleasing. So I took a picture of a flowering cherry tree because they are beautiful right now. Next is finally. We are finally at the end of our spelling words. Yay! We made it. It's not quite Friday yet. It's only Monday. But finally is the root word final. And then finally you add the suffix of ly. After a prolonged time, at the end of a long period of time, 2 hours later, the train finally arrived. He finally got around to calling. It is the last act or occurrence in a series. It is the end. After many attempts, they finally, eventually, finally gave up. Okay, so finally. All right. Well, I hope you had a wonderful time learning these tricky words. I hope this lesson helped you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.